there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for January 2024. Happy New Year to all of you Cancerian folk out there. This month is going to be all about you breaking new ground in important commitments, as well as finding opportunities or cementing opportunities to make powerful unions, joining forces with people to help advance yourself, your relationships, your career, pretty much anything you can imagine. This is also going to be a month full of work transition opportunities and important reputation gains for you. Now, this all gets started on the 1st of the month with Mercury turning direct in the sign of Sagittarius, which is your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, the teams that you're on, and the people that you serve, and the people that you serve with. And from the 1st of the month through the 13th, there are going to be a lot of pushes to make up for lost time when it comes to not only your growth and the value you're getting for what you're putting out there, what you do for others, but we've also got Venus here all the way through the 23rd of January. And when we have these two combined, you're going to be finding that you're getting hoisted up on people's shoulders. People are going to be really lifting you up, whether it's people taking a shine to you, noticing you, singing your praises. These could be authority figures. These could be important contacts or maybe important teammates, people from your maybe your workspace, or maybe people who notice something that you're doing for them. And you may also want to keep an open mind when it comes to opportunities to get hooked up by special favors getting done for you when it comes to work or your business, because that's where a lot of these work transitions are going to be coming from. We also have a great deal of activity going on in your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections. This is your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one involvements with. And that is because we've got Mars, the Sun, Mercury after the 13th, and Venus after the 23rd, all in the sign of Capricorn, which is, to you, your 7th house. And when we have so much influence going on here, this is going to be a period where a lot of really important, again, unions and alliances are getting a chance to achieve a lot of important milestones and accomplishments together. Now, a lot of you may also find that this is attracting important one-on-one connections into your life for whatever purpose, whether they are just simply close friendships that are going to also be highly beneficial to you in all kinds of different ways. This could also be important collaborations, business alliances, business partnerships that are going to be extremely profitable and lucrative, as well as any kind of joint projects you've got going on. And yes, of course, when it comes to the realm of love and romance, Mars and Venus together are going to be knocking down a lot of walls to having the optimal intimate and romantic arrangement, as well as transforming a lot of relationship roads that you have been on. This could even change the direction or the destination point or the end game plans of a lot of relationships to ones that are going to be more accurate and fulfilling to who we are now as a couple, as individuals, versus maybe what we have been doing all along. And this is also a time where those of you who are single or are available to new people are going to be meeting important connections that are going to be an ideal reflection and match of what you are bringing to the table. After we, go through about the 20th of the month, the Sun will be leaving this part of your chart. Don't worry, Mars and Venus will still be there and Mercury will be there. But we will have the Sun in Capricorn through the end of this month and on into the month of February. And we've got Pluto entering the sign of Aquarius as well. Moving in there from about the 10th to the 20th of January. This is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, intimacy, sexuality, as well as bonus wealth, anything to do with investments or monies that you make outside of a salary or hourly incomes. This could be self-employment, incentive programs, commissions, tips, sales, any kind of private projects you've got going on, as well as monies you may have involved in partnerships, business partnerships, or romantic partnerships. Now with the sun here, we are seeing a big increase to what is coming into you. The sun always increases the yield or the gains wherever it goes. And Pluto is going to be setting up a new era here where a lot of limitations, holdups, or liabilities imposed on you, whether they be debts or attachments or anything that may be trying to block or maybe speaking for or taking from you, are also going to be coming up to be clipped and cleared as we go through the end of this month and into February as well. Pluto will be here for a very long time, so you're kind of also going to get really well protected during this transit. Pluto is also going to be doing a lot of work on helping to extricate or bring out anything within yourself or your love life, your romantic life, your sex life that has been blocked, suppressed, repressed, or maligned in some way so that it can actually be enjoyed and experienced safely and in a very gratifying, satisfying way, and bring a lot more intimacy and, again, intimate fulfillment into your world as well. We've got a new moon in the sign of Capricorn, that 7th house of partnerships, on the 11th, which is going to be spelling an opportunity to seal the deal on a very important commitment with another individual. Again, an important one-on-one connection, whether it's business, platonic, romantic, it doesn't matter. A very important union or alliance is having a chance to be formed. And this can also indicate the beginning of a new story or a new pursuit in a joint venture that will also be very beneficial to you. We've got a full moon in the sign of Leo on the 25th of the month, and this is your 2nd house of income, employment, your values, and your valuables. And considering how good everything has been so far this month, it is very likely a lot of you are going to be getting a chance to walk away from a work role or an employment role that you have maintained for some time. Some of you may find that as we close up January or go into the early February, you may be putting in your notice, putting in your 2 weeks because you are deciding to take on a different job, or you may be transitioning internally from one part of your workforce to another, or closing up shop on maybe a professional obligation or a professional involvement in favor of something superior that will have already manifested throughout the course of this month. And finally, we also have Uranus turning direct in the sign of Taurus, which is your 11th house of friendships and social networking, your support system, community, and your loftiest goals and ambitions. And from the 27th onward, Uranus is really shaking things up here. Uranus is ultimately in your 11th house going to completely transform what your support system is made of, bringing the best and brightest up, but yes, also shaking maybe the fake or the unhelpful or the unhealthy out. And this can be a frenetic experience. There might be some cognitive dissonance because when Uranus is in the 11th house, it shows us where the unhealthy arrangements and connections are and where the best of the best are, and kind of, again, turns the world upside down so that it's the best for the best. However, you're also going to be finding during this period a lot of personal dreams and accomplishments that you have maybe held on to for a very, very long time are going to get a chance to be realized because of these alterations to your community and your support system. So that is what I've got for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.